Hey guys, how's it going? My name is JStatik and this is the Statik Sessions. So today we're going to be doing a breakdown on G Sidhu's song Jind. In this song, it's pretty simple. The beat is very, very simple. Obviously you can tell with a guy with that caliber of vocals, he can pretty much carry a song, which makes it much easier for me. What we did here was basically G Sidhu gave me a vocal of a song, and it was more of like an R&B type of song that he had. And he's like, what do you think you could do on this? And he gave me a song before this too, which was more like the hip hop type style, like Punjabi Munde, which we had, but something just wasn't clicking for that. It wasn't what he wanted, and what I was doing kind of wasn't where he was going with it. So we decided to try another song, and it was Jind. As soon as I heard it, loved the composition. From there, I just felt like it needed that guitar type of vibe. So I was going through trying to play some stuff. I couldn't get my guitarist in here, obviously, with COVID and all that kind of stuff that's been going on. I had to try finding a loop that kind of fit. And when I came across the loop, it just sounded perfect. And this was it. Perfect. It just went with the song so well. And this is after he sent it to me. It just kind of fit perfectly. After that, I started laying down the drums to the song, which was really, to me, it was pretty simple to do. We had this vibe that we wanted to stick with, more 808, kind of heavy, still have like a trappy, like a soft trap type vibe. Easy to do. I actually made a double of this kick because I sidechained it with the bass, because when it came down to mastering, as I was trying to turn up the level to make it sound, loud as possible, the kick kept getting drowned out by the bass line. So what I did was I went in and used a C2 on the bass and set it to external, set it to sidechain, routed the kick so that it's going out of channel 21, which was the bass line, and then out through the stereo sidechain. So now when you hear the kick and the bass together, you'll hear that it pops in. Whereas if I didn't have that, it would sound like this. They both hit together and it creates like this bounce in the back, which it shouldn't. That was that for the bass line and the kick, and then it came down to the snares. That was it for that. Really simple. With the actual hi-hats, what I did was in the hi-hat, in this loop of the hi-hat, I'll just drag out the loop so you guys can hear it. In the loop of the hi-hat, it has like all these sounds that are already in there. So I liked some of those sounds that were already in there, so I just wanted to create my own loop. So I just chopped it, found the part I wanted, played that, found the other part in the loop, used that for where I thought it needed to go, and I created my own loop out of a loop. Now, also use these crashes just to make it sound kind of cool. Where these crashes actually do a really good job is when he does the oh parts in the middle. So it goes like this. To me, it reminded me, I don't know if you guys are into hip hop as much as I am, but the old Diplomats, like Dipset type of vibe where they always had crashes hitting on top of drums. It just brought back that feel to me. So I wanted to use it in this, and it sounded kind of cool. For those of you who don't know who Dipset is, you need to listen to Dipset because it's crazy. Those guys were nuts. Created a whole different genre type of hip hop vibe, which sounded really cool. And when it came down to the bridge, where G Sidhu does a lot of talking, G Sidhu's like, can we get these long played out violins? So we called up Raginder and he played throughout the entire song. So it sounded so cool what he did, but we pick and chose what we wanted to be in there. So on the breakdown part, he did this really cool, long, drawn out violin noises in the back, or violin strums in the back, wherever you call them. To me, that sounded so perfect for that part. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about if you haven't heard the song yet, we'll go through it. Throughout the entire song, he also had his own little pieces being played. So he had some piecework, which was... He killed it. Like when he was playing that, it just sounded so perfect. He also had this. All that stuff sounds really good. I know that little piece is there. It sounds kind of weird in here, but it sounds cool when it gets played. And then we had the vocals. And the vocals, obviously, this guy killed him, as he always does. So what we start off with, because we use some UAD on this really easily, some compression, killed some of the low end that was in there. And I felt like it was missing this mid-range part in it, so I boosted that a little bit. Added some compression again. Got rid of any harsh points that were in there. So if you listen to it, and I solo this. That part's a little bit loud. Same with that. It doesn't sound like it's loud there, but I know it is loud throughout the song later on. And that part killed me. During the mix, while I was working on it, there was something, and I guess it's his room, there was something in the room that just had that frequency that was standing out to me. But later on, as I dealt with it, it sounded really nice. At that point, I forgot I didn't add auto-tune, so I just threw it in the mix over here. The song's in E minor, really simple. Added some Oxford compressors just to flatten it out a bit, then some JJP, and bring that whole vocal back to life. At this point over here, there's like a 3K dip that I added in. And I added in because, again, if once you start bringing stuff out, you'll start noticing frequencies that stick out, whether they're in my car or my headphones or in these speakers. I work with them as much as I can to reduce those frequencies. So I did do a dip in the 3K range, added in some Renaissance Axe just to bring out the vocal again. Again, added a Infinity EQ, and I added this again. I made this beat a little, not too long ago, but enough ago where I wanted to see what this vocal EQ thing could do. So I added in these hip hop vocal cleans and just made some minor adjustments. It brought out the high end of the vocal, which is what G Sidhu was looking for at that point. And then right at the end, some RVox just to bring the vocal back to the front, and some de-essing wherever it needed it. And with that, the vocals, let's play them dry for you guys so you can hear them. Then you hear it in the chorus. Now with the reverb itself and giving it that bigness. And that was pretty much it for that. When it came down to the reverbs used, Valhalla Room, again, I have my own little preset that's sitting there. You guys can see it's got about a 4-second decay, high cut at 9600. I must have changed that because usually it's 8000, I believe. And the pre-delay I left at 11 seconds or 11 milliseconds just to give it the realness of coming in just slightly after the vocals actually played. In terms of the delay, it was at a 2-beat delay, ping pong. It just bounces back and forth between the left and right, and not much of a feedback. It kind of stops after about a second or so. So it gives it that, or maybe longer, 2 seconds, but it gives it that nice, huge type of feeling, which is what the song needed. And that's it. That's pretty much the breakdown of the entire song. You got your drums, you got your 808s, you got your hi-hats, your snares, crashes, and oh, there's a part that I did miss. There's these were added in afterwards just because we wanted to give variation to the song a little bit. So you'll hear in this part of the song. Just in those parts, we wanted to sound a little bit different. So what we did was added this. And on top of the guitars, it sounds really nice. Really easy. And then for the build up, the cross line before the song actually comes in, added some chords with a kind of like a bass pad. That's it. So on that part, it sounds like this with the vocal. Really easy. Adds this like dark type of vibe and then bounces right back into being, I wouldn't say upbeat, but a little bit more of a vibe. And that's it. That is the entire breakdown of the Jind, the song with G Sidhu. And if you guys like the video, please do share, comment as much as you can, like, subscribe, do whatever you guys can do. Let's get this stuff out and rolling. There's a lot of people that hold on to their stuff. I just want to make sure I share as much knowledge as I can with everybody so that we have a full group of future producers who are just killing it. So until next time, hope you guys enjoyed.